So here I am. They made the arrangement. So pretty happy about that. So I'm actually here doing voices too. So the guy stole my whole act, but I have a few impressions, and you got to guess this one. This one's from a movie. Okay, let's see if you can guess it. Okay. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Usually people can guess it, but I don't know why. I think it's because I have an incredible good impression of that guy that plays in Jurassic Park. I gave it away! Here's my impression of Jerry Seinfeld doing an impression of Rodney Dangerfield. I don't get any respect. He does really bad impressions of Rodney Dangerfield. So that was a really good impression. Here's my impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger pronouncing California correctly. California. Most people don't know the difference when you pronounce it right. They don't. That's all he's got is pronouncing things poorly. That's what he's got going for him. Well, you had to pay extra for that kind of microphone, you know? So anyway, on the opening prayer, it reminded me of this one time. I was at McDonald's, and I was eating with my friends, and they sat down, and they're like, "Dear Jesus, I pray that you nourish this to our bodies." And I'm like, "We're at McDonald's. What do you want?" This is going to be bad for you. But I don't know, you know, he's going to come and put some vitamins on it or something, I don't know. But anyway, one time I saw this homeless guy, and he was like, "Hey man, you got any money?" And I never give him money, but I always try and like give him some kind of help, like a bottle of water or something like that. I said, "No, I don't got any money, but I'll give you a protein bar." And he said, "I'm allergic to protein." I'm like, "Man, I'm trying to help you out. Like, you're allergic to telling the truth too? I don't know." But hold on, I got a receipt. I just forgot how much my Chipotle cost. I'm not reading jokes from this. But anyway, so Michael Phelps walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Why the long face?" Someone's calling me. Sorry, ignore. Sorry, Mom. She's used to it by now. Hold on. Okay, this is my impression of a bad comedian. Did you ever notice that men and women are different? So that's pretty accurate, huh? Nobody laughed. You see, very accurate bad comedian impression. People are like, "I thought he was doing an impression of a bad comedian the whole time." Some people actually do think I sound like Kermit the Frog. I'm just saying. They think I'm doing an impression of Kermit the Frog on crack or something. With my voice. It's not the cell phone. It's not the microphone. It's the voice. I went to this diner one time, and my friend ordered like hamburger and fries, you know, normal stuff. They with that. I can take a hint, okay. Normally they use the hook. That's my impression of a microphone cutting out from time to time. I've been working on that for a while. So anyway, yeah, my friend ordered a hamburger, and then later on, we all get our meal, and the lady's like, "Hey, we're missing your hamburger." And I'm like, "You lost this hamburger?" So like the whole time we're eating, and then they come back and they're like, "Hey, we found it." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Where did they find it, under the microwave or something? Like, how do you lose a hamburger?" But it's funny, when she said she lost the hamburger, she was like, I was like, "Hey, did you check under the cushions?" And she's like, "Yep, tried that." Like instantly, didn't even think about it. I was like, "Wow, that's pretty quick-witted for a diner worker." Not to say they're not quick-witted. They usually just sound like they've been smoking their whole lives. "Welcome to Little Gentina." You know, the lady that ended up working for Monsters Incorporated. Well, maybe New York. I'm from New York, if you didn't tell by my awesome accent. Somebody's like, I don't know. I think that's the impression of change hitting the floor. Because usually at my stand-up routines, you could hear pennies hitting the ground, you know what I mean? So anyway, in New York, you're not allowed to drive and talk on the cell phone at the same time, which is kind of unfortunate, but so I was trying to figure out a way to drive and talk on the cell phone at the same time, and so I was thinking, you know what, it's not illegal to drive and eat a hamburger on the phone, you know, like, so why don't we make cell phone cases that look like hamburgers, you know? So I'm sitting here driving. Well, actually, the first protocol of this, I did it totally wrong. I made it a beer bottle, so, you know, you're not supposed to drink and drive either, but I was like, talking to the officer, I'm like, I'm not drinking, I'm just talking to my beer bottle, you know? Oh, man, my parents paid that bail, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm talking on the hamburger, and, well, I mean, it's really a cell phone. You got to remember that. So I'm talking. Believe me, sometimes I forgot because the case looks so realistic, and I'm just looking at it, and nobody's calling me, so might as well eat it, you know what I mean? But talking to a hamburger, that doesn't really, you know, same officer is like, hey, you're not supposed to talk to hamburgers either, you crazy person. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know, you can't do anything in New York. Anyway, yeah, the mic sounds good, huh, guys? Give it up for the mic. This guy. I like that he played guitar, the sound guy. He's like, I'm just going to turn up the awesome, make myself sound awesome. I wish I was the sound guy. I could turn up the funny. He's like, it's broken. It was broken a long time ago. Anyway, that's my show, or that's me talking for a little bit.